Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today we are going to present our digital learning object DLO, new pedagogy for deep learning. So we have been assisted by our lecturer, which is Madam Nur Afzal. And Madam, so we can see. So here are the presenter. The first one is Nur Fatihati Muhammad, Walwan and Adilati Fatihati, Humaira Fatihati, Nur Adibana Asha Fisri, and the last one is Shakia Barshidi and Chandra. This presentation focus on our two mathematics courses, which is the first one is Mtes 3232, the teaching and assessment of numbers and operation, relationship and algebra. The second one is Mtes 3273, which is the teaching and assessment of measurement, geometry, statistics, and probability. So I will explain the course outcomes or CLO for both of the courses. The first one is the course of teaching and assessment of number and equation, relationship, and algebra. There are four CLO. CLO 1 is to evaluate the mathematics content with appropriate pedagogy, informing content pedagogical knowledge for the topics of numbers and operations, relationship, and algebra. The CLO 2 is to evaluate teaching and assessment issues for the topic of numbers and operations, relationship, and algebra. The CLO 3 is to plan teaching and learning activities using the appropriate resources for the topics of numbers and operation, relationship, and algebra. And the last one is CLO 4, which is to organize resources assisted teaching and learning activities for the topic of numbers and operations, relationship, and algebra. So the next one is for the second course, teaching and assessment of measurement, geometry, statistics, and probability. So the CLO is similar with the previous course, but for this CLO, it will focus only on the measurement, geometry, statistics, and probability.
So the next slide is about the Google sites we made to explain the new pedagogies for deep learning. So this is the link we made to explain more about the deep learning. This link has its CLO topics, e-learning, and tutorials. If we click the Google Sites link, firstly we can see the aim of new pedagogies in deep learning and the big idea, which is teaching and assessment to shape learners' behavior. After that, we can see the course documents, such as the MK for both courses. If we scroll down more in the homepage, we can see the synopsis for both courses, which is for MTES 3273 and MTES 3247. After that, we also have course learning outcomes CLO for both courses. So the next topic is about CLO 1. The topic is for the course Teaching and Assessment of Numbers and Operations, Relationships and Algebra. So the topics for the CLO 1 is Pedagogical Content Knowledge of Numbers and Operations, Relationships and Algebra. And also the CLO is for the course Teaching and Assessment of Measurement, Geometry, Statistics and Probability. The topic is Pedagogical Content Knowledge of Measurement, Geometry, Statistics and Probability. We also have given the tutorials and e-learnings related to the CLO 1 for both courses, but this is for MTES 3273. The next slide is about course learning outcomes 2 for the course Teaching and Assessment of Numbers and Operation, Relationships and Algebra. So the CLO 2 is evaluate teaching and assessment issues for the topics of numbers and operations, relationships and algebra. So for the CLO 2, we have topic number 2, which is teaching, learning, and assessment issues based on classroom practices and research findings. For this topic, we have did tutorials and e-learnings. So these are the tutorials and e-learning we can see in the Google Sites under the page CLO 2. The next page is about the CLO 3 for the course Teaching and Assessment of Numbers and Operation, Relationships and Algebra. So the topics that are included in the CLO 3 is topic number 3, which is design of the teaching and assessment activities for whole numbers and operations. Topic number 4, designs of the teaching and assessment activities for fractions, decimals, and persons. Topic number 5, design of the teaching and assessment activities for money. And the last topic is teaching of coordinates, ratio, and proportions. The e-learnings and tutorials for each topic were given below the pages. And the last topic for the course teaching and assessment of measurement geometry, statistics and probabilities. Topic number 6, which is design of the teaching and assessment activities for statistics and probability. The e-learning and tutorials were given just below the topics in each pages for the each topics. So the last course learning outcome for the course teaching and assessment of numbers and operation, relationship and algebra is also given. The topics for CLO 4 is topic number 3, which is design of the teaching and assessment activities for whole numbers and operations. Topic number 4, design of the teaching and assessment activities for fraction, decimals, and percents. Topic number 5, design of the teaching and assessment activities for money. And the last topic is topic number 6, which is teaching of coordinates, ratio, and proportions. The e-learnings and tutorials we did for these topics were given just below the topics.
So, to construct the correlation between two of the courses, we need to use the document, which is unpack and repack document, to adjust both of the courses. So, the first step to produce the big idea is we need to unpack courses, which is we separated both of the CLO from the course teaching and assessment numbers and operation and the other subject also. So this is unpack courses, and here is the link which is you can access to the Dlo-Npdl document to understand more about it.
So next we move to application of SITC in this process. So what is SITC? SITC is collaboration, critical thinking, communication, character, creativity, and last but not least is citizenship. So firstly, we move to collaboration. So what has been done is collaboration with the mathematics classes in IPG campus for Hassan Melayu in running STEM program, which is Science, Technology, Engineering, Mathematics program. This program is an annual program. Next, we also do a collaboration between IPG campus Bahasa Melayu and University Technology Nasional, which is UNITEN, in running various activities involving mathematics and science. To be told is, this program involves students IPG campus Bahasa Melayu, not just mathematics classes, but all of the students. Secondly is critical thinking. So firstly, in enhancing teachers or training teachers, critical thinking skills in solving mathematics coursework. As we know, there are three tasks in this coursework that we need to solve. Next is production of innovation, deal with the problem of students counting through coursework puzzles. So this is one of the innovation that have we done. So next is communication. So these are some of the communications that happen between us during this process. So firstly is presentation of coursework, which is a two-way communication between teachers or training teachers and lecturers. And next is discussion between students and lecturers during classes or out of the classes. And last but not least is activities of PAK 21. And one of the example is hard activity between students in mathematics classes. By communication, we can improve our social skills with people around. So next is characters. One of the things that we did is simulation and sharing session with unit and lecturers about innovation in education. So it helps us a lot as a training teachers, as we need to use it when we go to school in the future. So next is character building through group work in a various kind of group work, even in classes or out of the classes. And last but not least is interpersonal skills in brainstorming sessions that happen during group work.
Okay, next we will continue with creativity. First of all, in this course, we are exposing training teachers with differentiated strategies and skills on creating interesting lesson plans. In our training, we learn on how to create lesson plans that focus on creativity. We were encouraged to think outside of the box and develop some fun lessons that engage students. This approach made learning more exciting for everyone. Secondly, training teachers capabilities on using suitable teaching aids for students fosters creativity. We also receive training on how to make teaching aids that are suitable for our students. This experience helped us use our creativity to design tools that fit the needs of our class. The aids made lessons more interactive and help students understand the materials better. Next, we will see about the citizenship. First of all, we engage with the student representative committee by posting STEM news and updates on their Instagram page. This encourages students to participate in school activities and share their ideas and strengthening our community. Secondly, we took the initiative to organize STEM activities, including a STEM exhibition and the establishment of a STEM hub. These events foster teamwork and inspire students to explore STEM fields, showcasing the value of collaboration in education through the citizenship. Okay, next we will see the digital utilization. The utilization of digital tools in education refers to the use of technology and digital resources to enhance the learning and teaching process, making educational content more interactive and accessible. In this course, first of all, we use the Google Sites as the main virtual learning environment (VLE). This is because we use VLE to store course materials and submit assignments. It allows us to share notes and important information easily with each other. This helps us to stay organized and collaborate effectively throughout the course. Secondly, cultivating digital utilization skills in us. This course helps us learn important digital skills to use various technologies in our math lessons. We explore new teaching methods that makes learning more interesting and engaging. This focus on digital skills encourage us to keep improving and find better ways to support our future students. Thirdly, providing hands-on experience with various digital content creation tools. We get hands-on experience with digital tools like Canva and Nearpod to create our lesson materials. Working on project allows us to practice using these tools effectively for our teaching. This experience also encourages us to give feedback to one another and learn from each other's ideas and issues.